Hey everybody, I'm Ryan McCaffrey with IGN, and I am very thrilled to be playing NBA 2K14 today. We've got the Xbox 360 version. It's coming, of course, to PlayStation 3 as well on October 1st, and then the next-gen versions will launch with their respective consoles in November. We'll get a chance to check out the next-gen versions later, but for now, we've got the signature mode in NBA 2K14, LeBron's Path to Greatness, where you have a couple choices. Here you can see we're on the main screen. Either it's sort of the opposite of the Michael Jordan stuff from years past, where that mode recreated the past, Jordan's past. You relived his career. This is sort of a hypothetical of charting LeBron's future. So you can either stay with the Heat for another 7 years and try to form a Heat dynasty, or you can take what they're calling the fantastic journey, where you try to take LeBron to other teams and see what you can come up with. So I think the more naturally interesting one is Fantastic Journey. We're going to take a look in there. Now, there's all sorts of scenarios. Most of these are full games that you'll play, but some of them are just various scenarios. And so let's go right to the beginning of it here. You can see, so we've got him hypothetically on the Knicks. Now, I spoke with one of the producers on 2K14 earlier, and he mentioned to me that LeBron didn't have anything to do with these. This is all the 2K guys, all the visual concepts development team, just dreaming up what would be some interesting scenarios to put LeBron in. So they've got him in Miami, and then after his free agent year of 2013, they send him to New York, and then we'll see where he ends up after that. So the first one we're going to check out is New Big Three, where he's joined the Knicks, and as soon as I can find it, there we go. So Chris Paul and Dwight Howard have joined LeBron in New York, and we're going to face off. It's opening night of the season. And we'll see how LeBron can do. We'll get in the game. Now, the idea here that they were telling me about this is they've intentionally moved players around a lot more. So they've really had sort of fun with the fantasy element of it. It's a little fantasy basketballish to an extent, but they've tried to keep it fairly realistic so that these things might actually happen at some point down the road. We'll see when we get into the game that some of the players, as the years go on, now we're here in 2015, so it's not too far from now, but as you get several years down the road, you'll see that there are some guys like Kobe Bryant are just hanging on by a thread. Their stats have diminished, their athleticism is down, and what's cool is that's all reflected in the game, so that they're not going to be the superstars that they were or that they are in the present day. There's Dwight Howard wearing Amare's number 1. That's probably not going to sit well with Amare. So let's get LeBron. There's Chris Paul. We'll get him selected. So we're just going to play a little bit. For you guys to show off the game, show off this mode a little bit, and then we'll check out maybe one of the other scenarios in this LeBron Path to Greatness mode. So there's Rondo still doing his thing. I guess Danny Ainge hasn't traded him yet in this particular scenario. So you can see, man, the game is looking sharper than ever. I mean, it's really looking slick on current-gen machines. The thing I've noticed, they've added more and more of this as the years have gone on, just the subtle presentation elements for NBA 2K. I mean, and by that I'm talking about the sort of after-play animations. There's just a lot of that kind of stuff in there. So we'll get LeBron the ball out to Paul. Let's see if we can get a pick. Get him out a little bit, make something happen. Let's get over two guys. Yes, yes, as Marv Albert would say here courtside at Madison Square Garden. Big this year, the new thing, we got a new control scheme. We've got a new dribble stick that allows you to do all sorts of dribble moves. You'll have to take my word for it, obviously, until you play it for yourself here when the game's out on October 1st. But it really does give you an interesting added element of ball control as you're, get that out of here as you're playing. Oh, and then Dwight coughs it up. What a surprise. All right, get it out of Howard's hands into LeBron's hands. Nice little move, and Madison Square Garden definitely on my bucket list of places to visit someday during my sports lifetime, which I guess coincides with real lifetime. Rondo. Still got it. So, yeah, it's funny to see LeBron in a Knicks uniform. Of course, Knicks fans were all fantasizing about this 3 years ago. What the? That's tapped out. Get it into Howard.
Outside Green. New York moving it around. Now the feed to LeBron.
4 seconds. Hoist it. Nice job by Dwight there. The other big thing, want to get the ball back. The left trigger on Xbox 360 is a sort of assist pass, so you can just hold that trigger, flick the right stick in any direction, and it's going to go in whatever teammate is in that direction for you. So you can really try and come up with some fun fast break things. So 3 seconds will go the other way. Let's see if I can make this happen. We're not on a break, but we'll try and penetrate to the basket and maybe kick out with so I'll use the left trigger here, kick out to Paul for 3. Yes! So it feels really natural. Yeah, just directional fancy passing, basically. And that's I think people are going to have a lot of fun with that when they get their hands on this. So maybe let's see. We got 3 minutes left. Maybe we can get to the end of the first quarter here. An early 9-7 advantage. Let's see if we can get Dwight.
Yeah, no question.
Quick smart play. Get the ball down low on the block to Howard. Turning away from the basket. No, that's not his shot. He is a lean-in guy, always has been. Not good falling away from the basket. Oof, terrible defense on my part.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
First quarter play.
So Paul, in this scenario, clearly has not enjoyed his time with the Clippers. He's decided to sign with LeBron in New York. We'll get it over to LeBron. Look at that. Oh! Howard embarrassed on the low block. But I was doing some moves with the triggers there, with the dribble stick, and I made some stuff happen. Made good things happen there, just unable to finish down low with Howard. He got rejected.
Coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Still, I love the commentary. Kevin Harlan is this generation's Marv Albert for sure. He is the best. Still love Marv though. Anytime you get a chance to hear Marv. Of course, NBA Live had Marv way back in the day, back when NBA Live existed. But I guess Marv has hung up his video game microphone. All right, little right stick, dribble stick. Oh, too much, too fancy. We'll get it back to LeBron though. Still can't get it. So, but again, just trying to show you a little bit of the new moves you can do with the dribble stick. It's double. Get out of here with that. Well, that's probably a good place to stop with that game. So that shows you that's LeBron teaming up with Chris Paul and Dwight Howard in New York. We'll get back out to the menu and take a look at one of the other scenarios here in the Path to Greatness mode. We're going to skip way ahead to, let's see, one called Lebron Stopper. There it is. And here we'll let the game explain this one.
LeBron and the Knicks faced another tough matchup.
So we've got a new young guy into the league, Demetrius Dracos, who his whole he is, I guess, maybe this new generation Dennis Rodman that the guys at Visual Concepts have dreamed up, and his whole he is a LeBron Stopper. So we're going to play a little one-on-one against him. Not literally one-on-one, but once we get into the action.
Ever since I was in high school, teams would put
It's cool listening to LeBron. He's got voiceovers for each of these.
Dracos is on another level, though.
So we'll let you hear all those as this loads up.
He goes at you physically and mentally and never gets tired. But this is what it's all about.
Another interesting thing about this mode is that every game you play, you're graded. You're given a rating of 1 to 3 stars, and you'll go on to they track this with leaderboards. So there's actually a bit of a friendly competition angle with your friends on the leaderboards to see if you can actually play LeBron better than your friends can in the Path to Greatness mode.
It's the NBA Finals. It's Game 7. Who could ask for anything more? Hello and welcome everyone to the final showdown between the Knicks.
One other interesting thing, I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the first game. There will be some interesting scenarios, things like, again, Kobe at the end of his career, maybe certain players making comebacks, that type of thing coming out of retirement. And they've actually recorded, with Kevin Harlan, they've recorded specific commentary for this. So as you're playing it, there will be, the announcers will discuss and comment on these hypothetical scenarios that are in the game. So it really adds an interesting element to it, makes it feel a lot more real, a lot more fun. So we're back at the Garden again. That won't go by Deron Williams there. Oof, foul. I bailed out on that one. It's a sloppy play on my part.
For the rest of his career, but when the stakes are at their highest, I expect LeBron to come out and do everything he can to break out of his funk.
All right, 2 quick free throws.
Brandon Wright is out there with Chris Bosh. And there's Darren Williams. And there's Dracos. And it's Ellis at the shooting guard position. And for New York, Chris Paul is out there with Gerald Green. And it's
There's Dracos over there. Let's go one-on-one with him. He's going to take me on defense. I'm going to take him on defense. Pushing me around on the low block already. All right, let's see if we can. Let's take this guy. Get it into LeBron's hands. We got a pick and roll with Howard. Nope, nothing there. A little too far from the basket. Oh, Steve Kerr. What did you do to my Phoenix Suns while you were general manager? Monta Ellis out there. As I said, they've had some fun with moving players around.
Especially when the ball is in his hand. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Now here's Paul. Shot on the way. And Wright pulls it down.
I should probably try and get a higher percentage shot.
On him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Williams attacking.
Defensive breakdown by me there.
That finish brings me back
So, all right, let's try and get 1 or 2 possessions before we wrap up this video of LeBron being guarded by this new nemesis.
LeBron right side. Paul outside. Pass to LeBron. Shot
Spot up on the wing here, nothing.
And no good. The dry spell continues.
I'd say I'm beating myself more than he's beating me so far.
Ellis dishes to Williams.
But yeah, just again, there's last year's game, 2K13 was so good, just clean, just a very polished package. And this year obviously seems to be no different so far. Let's see if this mode should be a lot of fun to really have a good time with. Get that. There we go. There we go. Still the best. Young guys are going to have to learn. There's Dracos. Dracos, my apologies. I've mispronounced a fake man's name. Nothing.
And New York will come the other way. And now the Knicks on the break. Paul passes to Green.
Good pass low.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got his first bucket of the night. I think even though he came from overseas,
going to be very interesting to see where this series heads in the next generation. We're very obviously really looking forward to it. I would say it's one of the launch titles I'm a lot most curious about, just to see how it evolves with the next gen hardware, what the guys at Visual Concepts can do with it, because obviously this series has been such a visual feast on current gen that to give those guys some extra hardware to work with. Well, there you go. He stripped me there. And then one. But all right, well let's wrap it up there. That gives you a good look at LeBron Path to Greatness mode in the current gen version of NBA 2K14. The game, of course, is out October 1st for the current gen round of consoles, and the next gen version will be coming, which will be a bit of a different game, coming on the launch of the system. So for all things NBA 2K14, you are already in the right place. IGN.